I heard Senator McCain said this morning, I guess he, had gotten this from watching the debate last night, or at least his staff had. He said this morning, he had news for me. Al-Qaeda is in Iraq. All right, so this is I guess he had heard, remember Russert was asking us during the debate, hypothetically, if you started bringing people out and, the Iraqi government told you to just go ahead and leave, would you still potentially come, blah, blah. So this big hypothetical. And I said, well, I would always reserve the right to go in and strike against Al-Qaeda if they were in Iraq. So, this is how politics works. McCain thought that, he could make a clever point by saying, well, let me give you some news, Barack. Al-Qaeda is in Iraq. Like I wasn't reading the papers. Like I didn't know what was going on. I said, well, first of all, I do know that Al-Qaeda is in Iraq, and that's why I've said we should continue to strike Al-Qaeda targets. But I have some news for John McCain, and that is that there was no such thing as Al-Qaeda in Iraq until George Bush and John McCain decided to invade Iraq. I've got some news for John McCain. He took us into a war along with George Bush that should have never been authorized and should have never been waged. They took their eye off the people who were responsible for 9/11. That would be Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, that is stronger now than at any time since 2001. I've been paying attention, John McCain. That's the news. So John McCain may like to say he wants to follow Osama bin Laden to the gates of hell, but so far all he's done is follow George Bush into a misguided war in Iraq that's cost us thousands of lives and billions of dollars, and that I intend to bring to an end so that we can actually start going after Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and in the hills of Pakistan like we should have been doing in the first place. That's the news, John McCain.